Hey Eurovision fans, today I'm going to be reacting to all 12 performances from Eurovisia.LT, that's Lithuania's national final. I'm going to listen and react to all 12 live performances and give you my analysis of the artist and the song. So, let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. So if you've been watching my videos that I've been releasing every week, I've been covering each semi-final as they happen. This video, I'm going to compile all those videos together. I'm going to edit them down to remove anything that's not relevant anymore. So I'm going to strip them down into just what you need. So the first 8 songs are going to be those reviews I already did. And then at the end, I'm going to do my reaction to the 2 qualifiers from semi-final number 5, and then also the 2 wildcard entries. In case you didn't hear, they announced that 2 of the songs that did extremely well in the televote in the semi-finals, but were killed by the jury, are going to be allowed to perform in the finals. So I'm guessing that there was a lot of backlash. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen that I tweeted about this. So it seems that the broadcaster has listened to the public backlash and they're including these 2 songs in the final. So we will have 12 songs in the final instead of 10. I'll talk about that a little bit more later when I react to those 2 songs. First off, let's check out the first 2 songs that qualified from semi-final number 1. So the first qualifier tonight was Anyanya. He got 12 points from the jury and 1,058 votes from the televote. So he won the televote, but that number is kind of low, not huge compared to previous years. This is Anyanya, Running Out of Time. Want to know my secret bank? Ooh, our first song to Lithuania, exciting. Nice beginning there with his silhouette. Hey, kind of like a different beginning. Feels a little bit special. I think this is a good way to grab people's attention at the start. Ooh, what's he wearing? Oh, he's kind of like gospel, kind of giving us like a church preacher with the kind of long sleeves. Beautiful light above him there. Oh, I like that mix up, because I have to admit, I think this song's a bit basic at the start, but that electronic beat really saved it. I don't know about his outfit. It looks a bit like he kind of had a car accident on the way. It's just a bit, it looks too disheveled maybe. I don't know. He's got like 3 or 4 ties. It looks like he's got 2 or 3 ties on. That's easy to change though, don't worry. You can change fashion very quickly. Great vocals, nice intensity on the stage. This would be very different for Lithuania now. I'm trying to think if they said anything like this. Not really. I like him bringing the mic over and hanging out with the backup singers. That's kind of cute. Actually, Monica Linkita did that as well. Yeah, some cute ideas here. I don't know. I don't feel a massive from this. Okay, I like him on the back, on the LED screen. A lot of people really hate when the artist is on the LED. Yeah, I'm not getting qualifier vibes really. Unless he's in quite a weak semi. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. It feels a little bit different. That electronic thing is doing a lot of work. Pretty good vocal there, not a perfect high note. That LED looks really cool now. I really like that. Feels very energetic and climactic. Yeah, vocal train there at the end wasn't perfect. That was fine. My first video last year had Sylvester Belt. So I came into Eurovision.LT with a big bang last year. That doesn't feel as impactful. I think that would probably struggle to qualify. He did win both the jury and the televote, so he's got some big fans. Let's go to the second song. It's Justė. She's got an official music video. I'm just going to stick with her performance because it's less likely to get copyrighted. This is Justė. She's saying tired. Want to know my secret bank? No qualifying songs in Lithuanian. Oh, she's also got a pretty silhouette to start off. And that is very lovely, that vocal accompaniment. Oh, her styling is a choice as well. She's given biker girl. It's a vibe. I think if she was to win, she'd need to do more staging than this. This isn't enough for such a slow song. We're just getting a little bit of blue screensaver in the background. But I like this like stripped back song. Reminds you a little bit of Cobra from Supernova. And we don't tend to get these songs getting to Eurovision, so I would like to see one of them make it someday. Love it. It's got a little bit of a campfire hanging out in the forest feel. Okay, and the oranges are creeping in now, so it's not just blue, we've got this orange sunset vibe as well. And the campfire. Yeah, her styling is just feels a little bit too casual, like a bit too relaxed. You know, there's nothing wrong with wearing glasses. I usually wear glasses as well. Just the jacket feels like picking up milk from the shops a bit. Vocals are pretty solid. I think it's cool to have like a bit of a person on stage. She's a singer-songwriter, she's got a guitar, she's got an identity already. It's lovely. This is very sweet. I'd like to have a small bit of country coming in as well. I'd like to take the concept of this and just like make it a little bit more broadly appealing. Yeah, but it's sweet. I'd like a little bit of a ramp up now. Let's add in another layer. I feel actually the closest song we've had to this is Med Heikalin Sol from Iceland in 22, which was beautiful song. That was in my top 10, absolutely stunning. And that did grow as well, had a bit of a climax. I do like that ending. Oh, and I like the little pose as well. Oh, with the silhouette with the circle behind her. Okay, I need more of that though. I liked that little setting up. She stood in the right place. She had the silhouette, but I need like more of that right, because I think with such a slow, lovely, steady paced song, you do need to keep people engaged. Give them another thing that they can follow other than the music. I'm not expecting either of those to win in the final, but I don't think they come last either. They kind of feel like, I think it's too harsh to call them fillers, because I do think they've got nice viewpoints and they're like well sung and well presented. But I do feel like they're the kind of songs that come like 6th and 8th or something in the final. Now let's see the two songs that qualified from semi-final number 2. We're going to check out Petunija first. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her song. I'll try and listen out for the pronunciation in the performance. This is Petunija saying saldumą. Want to know my secret bang? I haven't heard anything about either of these yet, so I'm going in super fresh. Ooh. That's an interesting beginning. A little bit risky. With some nice flashing lighting above her. Ooh. Yes, very, very pretty. Don't let it go on too long though. But the costume's very alluring, this headdress. Oh, she's got a real poise, doesn't she? She's got a real confidence and pride. Outfit's very alluring. It's like a little bit folky. Tiny bit electronic. I have to listen ahead to pronounce the song. This is cool though, it's very enticing so far. I feel like at least we've got an option for Lithuania this year. Okay, it's gone, yeah. Okay, we do need a chorus now. I feel like there's a little bit, maybe too much of a build-up. I suppose this is more just like an epic story as opposed to a standard construction of the song. That guitar coming in is very nice. She's performing it very well as well. Great intensity, lovely vocals. Yes. I needed that. Oh, I love this dancer coming on as well. Oh, that's lovely dancing. This is very unique. Really will stand out. Some people might think it's a bit too weird. I love this staging though. The yin and yang costumes, the black and white opposite clothing. Okay, it's a very, very atypical song. I'm finding it very interesting. I'm not hearing a song I would definitely download though. That worries me a little bit. But as a performance, it's quite spellbinding. Lovely choreography. Oh, she just pushed her away. She's got a fantastic charisma and connection with the camera. It's very, very, very magnetic. She's a bit of a superstar, I think. Lovely. Really, 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 really nice. Okay, I didn't pick out how to pronounce the song, unfortunately. If you are Lithuanian, please leave the pronunciation. I want to get pronunciations right as much as I can, but obviously I'm dealing with so many freaking languages. They all have U's and I's and E's that sound different, so sometimes I just forget. How did that do? That got 863 televotes. That's not a lot for these semi-finals, but it won the jury. Actually, the numbers are still super low. Even the next song we're going to check out, Noi, he got 1,019 votes. These are really, really low numbers. I usually follow this Lithuanian national final every year, and 1,000 is just not a lot compared to previous years. Interesting to see Vililia, from Attention, she didn't qualify. She was in 4th place. Okay, let's next go to Noi. I think it's a male artist. He's saying, just take me on a date. Is it a male artist? We're going to find out in 5 seconds. Want to know my secret bang? If I want to know, I could just watch the video. Again, another interesting beginning. Okay, that costume looks a little bit school play. Okay, there's a story on the stage. I do like that. It's a bit awkward. Oh, did he take over the date? He just stole the date from the other guy. I don't know. I think the last song had a bit more pow. This sounds fine. I think the not gimmick, well, a little bit of a gimmick of the date on the stage is not going to carry people through 3 minutes. The song is... He's doing a good job though. He's hitting all his marks. His vocals sound clean. He's interacting with... He's in all the right places at the right time. So fair play to him for that. The verses are fine. It's easy listening. I don't want to download it. It's not giving me an urge. Oh, is he going to straddle the chair? Yeah, girl, don't do that. That outfit needs to go in the bin. He's got good charisma on stage though. You know, he's selling it well. That outfit, it's giving nurse cult. That's what I'm getting from that. Sparkly nurse cult, like nurse cult, but then you take your t-shirt off and you're going to the 70s disco. Okay, bit of a mix-up. He's really holding his own. I don't know that much about him. I think he's doing a good job though. He really is. His voice isn't spectacular, but I think he's given the best performance he can. Oh yes! The girl turned into a mirror. What's it going to date with himself? Yes, king. Yes. A little bit of narcissism there. We stand that. Sometimes you just got to go on a date with yourself, you know. Other people don't know you as well. Yeah, like the staging, I give good marks. The song, Oh, what's he going to do? Oh, I thought he was going to pour the wax on himself. I've been watching too many Ikakoma videos. Yeah, look, I think he did a great job with the staging. He came up with an idea. I think it was cute. I like the little camera cuts where the guy disappeared and he replaced, and then she disappeared and was replaced with them. I like that. They put some thought and effort into it. It was entertaining to watch. I don't think that it's big and bam enough to entertain people on the Eurovision stage. I think that would really struggle to qualify. The song, yeah, just wasn't there for me at all. It just sounded a little bit too plain, just not enough of a hook. I much preferred that first song, Petunia. I think that had something really special, magical to it. I'm not saying it's ready for Eurovision. I think it needs a little bit of a revamp. Just needs to have a little bit more crescendos and camera moments. Just give us a bit more highs and lows and maybe have a more defined chorus or something. Let's check out the two songs that qualified from semi-final number 3. First up, we've got Gebrasy singing Hole. I recognize him. He's been in the contest before. I'm assuming it's the same Gebrasy. This is Gebrasy. You want to know my secret plan? He didn't do great with the tally vote. I think he got around 750 votes. Oh, he's at the sci-fi convention. Okay, it's giving 90s sci-fi movie. But it's early. It's a little bit too early to say that. Yes, I recognize him. Okay, we got a little bit of a kind of futuristic sounding electronic beat. Ooh, pretty LED. As a build-up, it's fine. Like as a verse, it's not particularly exciting. Okay. Eric Sada. Sorry, I just need to say that. That reminds me of Eric Sada's staging. Eric, when he was wearing his white, but he's even got the same color jacket. Okay, now the song. It's okay. It's pretty good. This wouldn't qualify, I don't think, already. That's my gut instinct after 90 seconds. The choreo is just, it's not got a flow to it. And that camera effect, oh, some of these choices, I like he's taking a risk, but they aren't particularly paying off. And this verse is quite uninteresting, I'm afraid. Okay, this is Eric Sada staging. Okay, it's mixed up. There's some red now. Eric Sada didn't invent square stages, so I'll let that go. At least he's come up with the concept. This is a pretty well put together staging, in fairness. Like, I really like this background of the kind of silhouettes of mountains. And that's a really cool dance there, where she's leaning back with the hands. That's really nice. There's a new electronic line coming in, which I like and I needed. This is our lowest tally vote qualifier to the final so far. Oh no. That breakdown, straight into the bin. That aged the song a lot. There are good ideas here though, by the way. There's good ideas here. That just would not qualify. I'm sorry. I don't think I need to convince you that badly. Look, there are some good things there. I like the LEDs. I liked it when it had that like white grayscale and with the red as well. I like some of the female dancers' choreography. The song, the verses are just not interesting. I didn't find those verses interesting at all. That's why I was talking so much over them, because I was like, there's nothing happening here. Chorus is fine. There were some nice electronic elements, but overall the chorus isn't much of an oomph either. That staging just reminds me so much of Eric Sada. Every minute. It just looks too similar. And look, maybe Eric Sada copied it out of someone else, but I just think when you're in the Eurovision sphere, having two stagings that just look that similar. Eric Sada had like a shadow demon pulling him around. So Gebrasy had something a little bit different, but even just the shape, you saw how quickly I just like went, wow, that reminds me of Eric Sada. Next up is Gøya saying Afterstorm, and this did pretty well actually. This got the second highest amount of televotes so far, and it's had the most of the people who are in the final. This is Gøya, Wanna Know My Secret Bang? Okay, another song in English. Already that is so more interesting than Gebrasy's opening. And this has, I can already hear a little bit of Lithuania here. That kind of like minimalist electro production. Vocals sound nice. I like this merging LED behind her. Oh, I like the slick back hair as well. There's some good decisions. A little bit of pace coming in. Yes, this is significantly more anticipation at the start. She's got good poise as well. She's also got a dancer. This is giving me a little bit of Dune. The lighting really reminds me of this kind of like dark, severe lighting that Dune has. Giving me some Harkonnen vibes. She Bene Gesserit. There's very beautiful tableaus here. That dancer behind, like a gnarled tree. Oh yes. It looks a little bit too much like a yawn, but I like the idea of that coming out with the face. This is nice. This is probably one of my favorites so far, if not the favorite. She's singing it very well. You know, she hasn't slipped up the notes. It sounds like a radio edit. This song, I don't feel like the song is reaching the height. This visually is really sumptuous. Very nicely put together. The song has got a coolness to it. I think it could possibly qualify. I just wish maybe there was like a stronger electronic line. She's also gone for this white through grayscale to black and red, same as Gebrasy. Yeah, that's some nice dancing from the dancer. Giving a sense of chaos with the strobe lighting. Nice vocal climaxes. Okay. Giving us some gay marriage rights vibes. Nice. This is very lovely choreography. Yeah, like visually that's very, very good for a national final. I love the ideas. Very elegantly done with something so simple as just two people on the stage and an LED. Oh, they really did make that look very, very beautiful. I love that moment where she came out and she was doing the shout. It looked too much like a yawn. That's very easy to change, but the idea of it was wonderful. Song-wise, the visuals were carrying me through. And the song isn't there for me. If it was to be picked, I'd want it to have a real revamp. Now it's quite minimalist, which is fine, but I need a stronger melody to get me through that. It's too chill now. It's too background music. I just want the volume up a little bit. But her styling, visuals, so many like really great starting points. You are allowed to revamp. Monica and Nikita did a revamp between the semis and the final, so that is possible. I would like to see this get a revamp because it just doesn't feel competitive enough as a song right now. I think it's my favorite overall package. It's not my favorite song so far. Now let's check out the two songs that qualified from semi-final number 4. Okay, so first up is Amoralu singing Freedom. Okay, this is Amoralu, won a number secret band. I think she did pretty well with the votes, didn't she? She got like 1,000. Oh no, she got 800.
6 a.m.
Waking up at 6 a.m. I don't like that. Okay, quite intense, sinister beginning. Oh, there's some ladies in the audience. Why not? I do feel like we have quite a lot of these sinister songs this year already. This is like the 3rd or 4th one. Does have that Lithuanian sound in production. I do like the sound of it. It is quite unique. Nice voice. Freedom as a song title, not very unique. She's doing great. She's carrying the song. I'm not hearing much of a tune in the background. Okay, I like some of the camera tricks. I like that twisting one. That was kind of cool. And the background of the red, kind of looking through prisms, is interesting. Yeah, the production's a little bit edgy, giving me a tiny bit of Björk, Lithuanian Björk. I need to hear some hooks though. I need more hooks. Great voice though. Is she called Monica? Probably. All the best Lithuanian singers are called Monica. Yeah, she's great. Some beautiful imagery. The song is so bare. It is bare bones. I feel like she'd be really great entering for the future though. Very powerful voice. Drum and bass. Damn you, you monster. I don't know, I'm just not enjoying the song at all. She's amazing, love some of the visuals. If you put this on mute, this looks like something that could go to Eurovision. But the song is just, I don't know. I feel zero inclination to download this. I do like some of the sinister tone of it and feel. I think that's really cool. And she's amazing. I'm getting a tiny bit of a June feel. Like the score of June is incredible. Yeah, I can't hear a tune there. Like it's just, yeah. And like at the end of the day, how many votes did that get? 800. It didn't even break 1,000. It came 4th in the televote. So she got through kind of a little bit luckily. She had the same amount of points as another person called Liepa singing mylėtum, which got over 2,000 votes, but came 4th with the jury. Lithuania has this rule that the jury supersedes the televote results. So there was a tie, the jury person goes through. I don't think that should exist. I think that discourages people from voting into the semi-finals, but that's what Lithuania wants to do. Okay, next up is Katarsis. Tavo. I don't know if that Y is like a U or an I, so is it Tavo akys or Tavo akys? I don't know. Very excited for this. Oh my god. When I was kind of saying in my semi-final 1, 2, 3 videos that I don't hear any qualifiers, people kept saying to me, wait for Katarsis, wait for Katarsis. I've been hearing this for the last 3 weeks. I hope that this is something viable for Lithuania because they've got that fantastic 4 qualification streak and right now they're going to lose it. And the song means your eyes. Wanna know my secret bang? Come on Katarsis, save me and Lithuania. Also a little bit of a dark feel. Lithuania's national is very dark this year. Beautiful silhouette of him though. Oh, it's a band as well. That could be something new for them. Give me a little bit of Sudden Lights vibes. Radiohead. Tom York of Radiohead. Definitely inspired by him. That was very pretty. Their costumes are very interesting as well. Giving me like a little bit like they're in a prison or something, or it's different sounding, it's indie. Oh, I think this could super stand out at Eurovision. We don't get many of these songs. Great intensity since like severity staring into the camera. And this background of like a desolate post-apocalyptic world. Okay, come on. Very, yes, it does feel like Sudden Lights, but it's a Lithuanian style. Yeah, I love this staging concept of this dark apocalyptic feel. It's going to stand out a lot. Sonically, super unique. I don't know for sure how this would do at Eurovision, but it would be a really cool risk. Very interesting to see how it would do. Staging could be elevated a little bit more. There's a little bit of wandering going on. I feel like it could be a little bit more of a storyline. Nice breakdown. Tavo. Is that the word? Tamo? I don't know. That's gonna be my new Lithuanian word, whatever it means. Again, we're getting this like chaos breakdown demolition theme with LEDs. This is a bit repetitive now. Just mix it up with the words. Even just switch between 2-3 words. Nice climax, so really know this is the end of the song. Everyone's doing great on stage, really rocking out, really in the moment. Lead singer's very strong vocals from the lead singer as well. Yeah, really cool song. Very clear and strong visual concept there of this devastation, this apocalyptic world. Lots of greys and darks and grayscales and blues as well. I liked it when he was up close with the camera and going around. That was intense. I felt like staging wise it lost itself a little bit in the middle. Maybe a couple more ideas could help. This, yeah, really feels like a little bit of Radiohead, a little bit of Southern Lights, but it still has a Lithuanian twist. Like, I'm not saying I definitely know how that would do in Eurovision, because we don't get that many songs like this, which is why it's exciting for me. It feels like something different, a little bit risky that could pay off. This could do super well. I feel like the jury would love this in the final because it's the type of thing they like to be associated with. I tend to think of the jury in Eurovision as quite spineless. Sorry, that sounds a bit harsh, but I think it's true. They'll just blow with the wind. If something's popular or seems cool, they want to be associated with it, whereas a lot of them don't want to be associated with anything that's funny or maybe considered not classy enough. I think they'd want to associate themselves with that because it is cool. It's indie feel. I feel like Lithuania's got an incredible qualification record, so I think they'd be able to convert that. That's easily the strongest song for me out of the 6. I have to admit, I'm not going to be rushing to download it, but I enjoyed the performance. I love the visuals. There's so many great components of a really good package already in this. They're great. They're different. They're unique. This has got the surprise shock factor in it. And you know, also if they end up being the only indie rock song, which they are going to be because we never get these songs, they're just going to mop up that vote. Now, how many of those people actually watch Eurovision? I don't know. But there are people who kind of who might watch Eurovision, you know, with their friend. Their Eurovision friend will drag them to watch it, or casual fans, and they might say, oh wow, actually this song is totally different, I love this. So yeah, so far this is the clear standout for me. I feel a lot more positive about Lithuania now that they have an option. And now we're back into the present day. Let's check out the 2 songs that qualified. Okay, the first song we're checking out is Sophie Ali singing The Bluest Bell, which is a very interesting title. So I wonder, is she making a reference to flowers there, or is she literally talking about a blue bell? We're going to find out. Sophie, want to know my secret bang? Oh, I really like that beginning, panning over the plants. Oh, that's a very lovely start. Eurovisia.LT definitely has this very dreamy, thoughtful persona. Very distinctive beginning. She's giving fairy and innocent and playful and whimsical. That's a beautiful image of that arch of plants. Oh, this is very charming. I love what they've done here, just with some fake plants and this swing as well, and this big moon. Very gorgeous. And there's fairy butterflies flying around. Good to emphasize the part of the song you want people to catch up on. The song has got a real distinct spirit, feeling a tiny bit flat. But this staging is doing a really good job at distracting me from that. I'm not noticing it as much as I would if we were just getting a bland LED. Oh. She's doing a great job as well. She's got a character and she's staying in it. I don't listen to Olivia Rodrigo, but I imagine this is what her music is like. Oh, we got a bit of thunder. Yeah, it's very dreamy now. We're getting into lullaby territory. So staging, lovely concept. They've done a really great job. The thunder seems a little bit odd though with the birds flying by. Song is not enough. She's missing some of her marks as well. She's missing not hitting the right cameras. Yeah, it's too hypnotic. I think a mellow melancholy and mellowness can be really, really great, but this crosses the line into lullaby for a baby. You could absolutely play this for a baby and they would go to sleep. But like this last time was beautiful. That looking down obliquely and that slow turn is just really gorgeous camera work. Yeah, look, really interesting artist, great staging, song is not there. So hopefully she can come back in the future with something just a little bit more competitive. She needs to think a little bit more about Eurovision. That's her style of music, that's fine. But she needs to say, okay, what's my style of music? What works in Eurovision? I need to have something a little bit more exciting. I actually think she maintained my intention pretty well for the first 30 seconds, but the song just did not grow at all. And it actually got snoozier as we went on, as opposed to the opposite, where you want to start off and kind of ramp up if possible. Feels like a little bit of an opportunity missed there. I don't think that will be a contender to win. I think if Lithuania does send it, they're in real danger of not qualifying. But unless everyone else is like totally insane and this is the only moment of sanity, then it could get through. But you don't want to have to rely on an if. You just want to get through because the song is good enough. Next up is Lion Ceccah saying Drobė, which means canvas, assuming that Google Translate is correct, or linen or bedsheet or some sort of like cloth. And a lot of people have been saying watch out for them in semi-final number 5, so I'm a little bit excited about this one. Lion won a number 6 bang. Hoping there's someone who can compete with Katarsis, because it feels like a bit of a one-person show right now. Oh wow. Oh, that's a gorgeous image of the lighting. Some really great staging this year. Oh, did he comma? Yeah, like one thing you gotta say about Eurovision.LT is staging is, wow, there's some fabulous ideas. It's all very kind of sinister and dark, but it's good. Okay, it's definitely unique sounding. We had that kind of like ethnic beginning and now we're into more like futuristic electronic. And then we've got some like disco violins as well, so it's a nice mix of everything. He's got a really great voice. Yeah, whoever's doing the artistic direction of Eurovision.LT this year really is doing a fantastic job. There's so many songs where the staging's better than the song. Song-wise, it's definitely going to be something that people will talk about, but I don't think it'll be in a good way. It sounds like a mishmash of so many genres and it's not flowing. Or I'm not picking out a really strong tune. Interesting makeup he's got there where he's put a fake scar across his fake face. I wonder if his costumes are representing the canvas or the linen. Yeah, this is really risky song composition. Love him as an artist. The song is just not working for me. It's giving me like Telemovation for me is a risk that worked and sounded more, sound cleaner together. I actually like those disco violins a little bit more. I wish they were a little bit more prominent. It feels like something familiar when you get so many weird sounds, having something to ground yourself. He's definitely really vocally strong, loads of interesting ideas. Love these a bit edgy. Would love him to come back in the future for Lithuania. Oh, apart from that note, don't bring that note when he comes back. And going up the stairs at the end, yeah. Just a really simple prop, just adding drama. Oh, is he going to fall? I thought he was going to fall backwards. Yeah, beautiful staging. Fantastic job this year from the Eurovision.LT team. So many of these have been really, really beautiful, and it makes it so much easier to sit through the performances. Again, another example of really cool staging. This was definitely interesting, risky, edgy, but it didn't work. What I was trying to say earlier about Telemovesh is Telemovesh had different sounds and it sounded weird, but it sounded like one aggregated song. This maybe just sounded like too many parts that didn't fit together and they were kind of like forced into a coexistence. Love him. Love the ideas, love the weirdness. Definitely want him to come back, but I want him to come back with something stronger. This is always the thing when I see a super talented artist, is that I want them to go to Eurovision, but when they've got the best package, I'm immediately thinking of that girl from Belgian Eurosong who's got Albanian connections. Gala Drago, super, super talented, exciting artist, but her song just wasn't good enough. Wanted to come back with something better. I'm totally getting that same vibe with Lion. I want him to come back when he's got a much, much better package. This did well in the televote though. It got almost 2,000 votes. So that puts him fourth in terms of the most televotes so far. Okay, now we're going to go to the last two songs. This first song, Black Biceps, Visaip reik, was eliminated in semi-final number 3 despite getting the most televotes out of everybody in every semi-final. I think this is why they decided to put them in as a wildcard. They need to change the system this year. It's ridiculous. Melody Festival has a system where it's televote only in the semi-finals, jury in the final. I think that makes more sense. If you want people to watch your show, don't have them watch and then vote for people and then have some mysterious people in the back eliminate the most popular song. It doesn't make sense. You also want to have as many popular artists as possible in the final to get people to frickin' watch. Nobody wants to see Gebrasy. 700 people voted for Gebrasy. 4 times more people voted for Black Biceps. It just doesn't make sense if you're running an entertainment show to eliminate the song that got the most votes to put in something that got a quarter of that. They need to rethink their system. Also, this national final is way too long. The song, according to Google Translate, is Anyway I Need It. Black Biceps, Wanna Know My Secret Bank? Oh, it's written by one person. You don't see that often. Oh, trumpets. So instantly a different vibe because we've had so many somber songs this year. Yeah, I can see why people probably just voted. Just decided like wanting something different. Okay. Do you know who it's reminding me a tiny bit of LT United? Who's gotten the best result ever for Lithuania. Yeah, it's a bit goofy. It does feel a lot like LT United, but that fit better in its time, I think. Now I think this is a bit outdated, this style of song. But they got fun ideas, like that pose was kind of cute. This call and response, I think, is a fun thing to do. It's too repetitive, and I need the hook to be a little bit hookier. But the idea is fun because it gets the audience involved. And they got this thing, these LEDs are fun, this little dance. Yeah, it's that kind of like humor from the noughties, where it's like just kind of jokes that don't super, but maybe these jokes are landing in Lithuanian. As a non-Lithuanian, some of them are kind of fun and some of them just like, this is a bit cringe. And I think that if I understood the lyrics, it would make sense to me. But as an outsider, I just felt kind of lost. Like, what are they talking about? There's no subtitles. So that's why I'm dependent on the performance and the visuals to get me through, and the melody. Fundamentally, the melody is the main problem. Yeah, the humor's not landing for me, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, they said some English there, say my name. Are they saying say my name? No, they're not. It just sounds like it. Pricey something? I'm fully checking out. I'm just looking at the visuals now. The song is like, wow, I'm done with it. Yeah, and the dance, it doesn't land. I don't know, Lithuanians, if you want, you can tell me, do you think it's funny or not? It's not working for me. I felt a super drag there, particularly in the middle. But still, I still think that should be in the final. If Lithuanians are liking it, put it in the final because you need people to actually watch the final. The jury can bomb it in the final. Just wait until then and then bomb it. And I don't blame the jury for bombing that because I just don't think that would do. That would get like almost 0 points with the jury in the Eurovision final. So yeah, I get the logic behind the jury, but you need to give them less power in the semi-finals. That's the quickest fix to this scenario. That was not for me. I appreciate the different sides of that though. It was fun and uplifting. I don't think the humor was universal. Okay, Liepa, they also came third in their semi-final, coming second in the televote. Or mylėtum. I don't know how to speak Lithuanian. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't find anywhere to like, Google Translate won't tell you Lithuanian pronunciations. I'm sorry, my Lithuanian is just wrong. So Liepa were third in the televote overall. So I think that's why they put them in as well. This is Liepa, one on my bank. I don't think I've seen this one. Have I? I'll know in a second. No, I haven't. Okay, so this is the first reaction. Again, wonderful atmosphere building. They do tend to use silhouettes a bit at the start, but it's really pretty. This seems normal. I don't know why the jury... I'm not getting jury rejection yet. Okay, a little bit dancey as well. That's nice. Oh, her hair reminds me of Emma from Circle of Light from Finland. Is it Emma? Is she become Lithuanian? That's a beautiful effect with like her legs are heating up or something. Very cool. This is nice. I don't get why the jury bombed this. That's very odd. They put it fourth. Yeah, that's strange. And they put in Amoralu Freedom too. Amoralu Freedom was so boring. This is much more interesting. Yeah, this looks absolutely fine to me. Very, very odd. I like the dancing. I like the color palette of these reds through oranges. And these kind of like, are those brocade dresses? Shame that this had to rely on a wildcard to get through to the final. I definitely would have put this through ahead of Amoralu. Like, I'm not saying this is the best song ever, but it's also about variety as well. This has got a little bit more energy. You need some fun songs in the final. It's fun serious. Like, this isn't like beats in the club. There is a serious, sinister feel to it. But really pretty. I love that small detail, that line on their legs. You can see it now? Oh, that's gorgeous. The lighting, this lighting dude or lady, wow, they're doing a great job this year. This stage is wonderful. Look at those lights going. Incredible show. And the lights hitting the smoke and then changing to this gorgeous blue. Really, 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 really stunning. Song-wise, again, I think this is kind of the theme of Eurovision.LT. A lot of the entries, the staging is stronger than the songs. But yeah, that's more confusing to me. I kind of understand Black Biceps a little bit more. I think that would do pretty bad if it went to the Eurovision final. But Liepa, that I don't get that as much. I thought that was actually quite classy how she presented it. It did have the beats, which I think is associated with being trashy, but her actual execution on the stage wasn't trashy at all. Really pretty choreography, beautiful use of lights, those lines on her body, just really, really, really pretty small details like that. So that's more confusing to me. So I'm glad that she did get through to the final. She deserves it. Okay, hopefully I'm going to have time to do a deep dive analysis video, but just in case I can't, I'm going to give you like a mini analysis now in case I don't have time to do that video, because this is the busiest part of the season for me. For me, it's absolutely Katarsis. Like, there's just nothing else that I think is even remotely close. I would theoretically say somebody like Ceccah or Ceccah, I'll just call him Lion. Conceptually, as an artist, love him. The song is just too out there for me. It's not congruent enough. Whereas Katarsis, I think, of a full package. I want Katarsis to change that super repetitive vocal at the end. It's borderline annoying. I know it probably has a big deep meaning, but as a foreigner hearing that same word repeated over and over and over again, it's quite grating. Just change it up, put in a synonym or put in something else with it. Monica and Nikita had the same thing. I remember her chorus used to be super repetitive as well, and then she changes to Shuto Tuto, and it was just so much better. Yeah, but for me, like, it's just absolutely no comparison. I'm just looking at these names, and everyone is just the mood of this final is so dark, and it's kind of sinister, and it definitely has this Lithuanian feel. Even the upbeat bop song, which is Liepa, still has a dark and sinister feel and a sinister staging. Yeah, for me, this is just Katarsis by an absolute mile. I know it's a risk. I'm not saying that's definitely going to do well in Eurovision, but for me, it's totally worth the risk. And, you know, Lithuania has a diaspora, and I think that when they get behind something they really love and feel passionate about, the diaspora will help them through the semis in a way that's different from Latvia. I don't feel Latvia diaspora is as much and as invested in Eurovision. That's my impression. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Lithuanian diaspora is like really super passionate, getting behind the artist, especially a song that's super cool, edgy, shows off Lithuania in a really cool way, and is in Lithuanian as well. I think this is the type of thing people will get behind. I'm not saying it has to have diaspora to get through. I'm more saying these type of songs just struggle a bit because most people watching Eurovision are looking for pop. So a indie rock song is just not the normal fare. So that's just like Sudden Lights, Aya, one absolutely stunning song, was at the bottom of my rankings actually when I first heard it, and ended up in my top 10, one of my biggest growers in Eurovision history. Absolutely, if that made the final, that would have gotten top 10 in the jury. Absolutely no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I think this could potentially do the same. I feel like Sudden Light song was edited a little bit better, so I think Katarsis does need to do a small revamp, particularly of the lyrics, and then elevate the staging as well. Yeah, for me, it's just like a no-brainer. I just think everybody else, whoa, I'm just trying to pick out anybody in that list. Noi, no, Gøya. Gøya was kind of interesting, but the song wasn't strong enough. Liepa, again, all of these people, I'm just looking, cool staging, song isn't strong enough. Just Katarsis, Lithuania, pick Katarsis. Just take the risk. If you don't qualify, at least you've gone out with something that's super cool and interesting. And you know, if it does qualify, I think this is going to broaden even more how interesting the songs are next year in Eurovisia.LT, which hopefully will have gotten a revamp and will be smaller with less jury influence in the semi-finals. Okay, that's a good note for me to end on. What did you think about the 12 songs in Eurovisia.LT? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you so much to Andres for supporting me on PayPal, and everyone else who's been supporting me on Buy Me Coffee. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave a link for you here. And of course, thank you to my wonderful patrons for patronizing me from all around the world. On my Patreon, you can get early releases, original audio, you can be in the credits, you can watch videos with no ads, and you can support the channel. So go check that out if you're a fan. But of course, thank you so much just for being here, and I've seen another National Final Reaction video very, very, very soon. Goodbye.